For me, my philosophy, there's two things I hate. Number one, 3 points. It's easier. Anyone can shoot. Number two, fast break. It's easier. So I prefer all the teams to fight to score instead of shooting free and running free for fast break. Me, I love defense, man. So I say if they open the fire, let's open the fire too. And we'll see now who is going to manage. You understand? Because what I prefer, conditional is number one. If we are in the same level, but if you open the fire and I open the fire, it's only maybe I'm going to win by half a point or 2 points because we're on the same level. But at the end, who is going to be consistent on that level? Because any one mistake, you're out. So that's what we did in the game, that game. Also, in my part, I like to give players freedom on the offense. You understand? I don't want to limit the player on the offense. Basketball is 5-on-5. No matter what, the way you scout is 5-on-5. You can sign a lot of players who are really good, but maybe you can fail to put those players together. You understand? And I can sign a few, but I can put these few players together. So it depends the way you coach and the way you talk to the players and to manage the team during the game. The pressure is there because I really want to win. Like to give back again to the nation. You know, when you prepare your team, you can feel it. You're going to win. My name is Henry Mwinuka, head coach of RSSB Tigers. Let me answer your question about the first beer as a head coach. I've been head coach for the normal, local, maybe national league, Uganda and Rwanda for like more than 15 years. I can say 20 years because I started coaching in the 06. 20 years. International experience, assistant coach national team Tanzania 2011, national team Rwanda 2001, acting as a head coach. Zone 5 experience, like 4 to 5 as a head coach. BAL assistant coach 1 with Greg. Now I become the head coach for the RSSB Tigers first time. When I see there's no changes, you know, it's like the same, you know. Maybe the first years when I was starting to coach, you have like you're not comfortable with the team, like, but long time ago. But after starting now coaching like Zone 5 national teams, then I think that BL, then it's the same. No, it's the same. It's no, because of the experience I have for 20 years. I've been those levels as assistant coach and head coach for national teams, so it's normal.
But then in the BL, you're dealing with players like from big leagues like G League or other big leagues from Africa. So
yeah, it's really hard because people they are from different environment and different culture. For me, through my experience for 20 years as a coach, you know, before you coach players, you need to talk to them about your philosophy, the way you handle things, the way you handle the team, the way also you give them freedom to play. You know, that's the key. Before you start your program for coaching. So I've been doing that for a while because even in our national league, we normally sign some G League players. You know, even in national teams, some international players they come like Ibe. I coached Ibe. Kenny, you understand, Thomas, Adonis, King, King and Key, they are G League players. Even King is about to go for Lakers when I'm coaching Reg in national. So it's hard, but through my experience, also it's the same I was facing in the BAL because you see G League players, Rando, T, Mengo, high level, Antino. Even our national players also like Nore, Poyo, they play from outside. So you need to have your philosophy as a coach. So because what you coach, sometimes they know basket. So you need to guide them, to put them together, and to give the player the philosophy to lead them to the goals. You know, BAL is really hard on the part of the offense. Because their level is NBA and J League, you know. They don't reach like FIBA. FIBA is physical basketball. So the only thing for me, the way I understand basketball, I said now ball for me, I like to play high tempo basketball. You know, first of all, let's pick the rebound, secure the rebound. Let's go for transition. That's my key. Then you play hard defense because it's a space basketball. You know, spacing is too wide. You know, you as individual, you have to play individual defense. Don't depend someone is going to help you on defense. So you play hard defense first. Then number two, they will help you. Then there's a help as a team. Right? Then wherever you get the ball, just push it. Also, don't allow someone to score on you, like a 3-point, because people they shoot a lot in BL. That's the international level. Also, don't allow easy basket, you know, like fast break. Because for me, my philosophy, there's two things I hate. Number one, 3 points. It's easier. Anyone can shoot. Number two, fast break. It's easier. So I prefer all the teams to fight to score instead of shooting free and running free for fast break. So that's the secret I give to my team for doing the BL. The first game we started so well, but there's a time we mess up. Then after we step up again, we won the game by margin there's a third quarter, of course, we are leading by 14 points. The second game was really hard because there's a time where we are down 12. I saw my player like already confused. So what I decided to do is let me play defense. That's why I told Steve, you go inside, and also Vin. So Vin and Steve, they changed the game. Because we cut all the 12 points. Then after we told Rando to go back and then T to go back and Mengok to maintain the same first five. Most of the time I normally read the opponent, what they're doing. That's me. And all the time they play to Rwanda in the first and second quarter. They have different plays, but all their plays they go on the right side. If they're one-on-one, it's this side because Dundao, the guy from US, a guard, all of them, they are strong on one side. So their play, they are too smart. So they clear for the elbow, they put someone on the side, on the corner, so it's easy for them just to sweep and go straight to the ring. So they are doing that a lot. Then in halftime, I told them, you know what, this is a tactic for this offensive team from this that they are doing. So let's stop this. We force them on the left. And wherever, no matter what, when the ball goes to the left, don't force that ball to stay on the one side. Because if you force them to reverse it, you get confused all the time. So what you do, if you pass one side, let's move on one side. That's if you go and repeat again the game, you will see all of us were forcing Pedro to go on the left side. Because on the right, they are very, very strong. And number two, they have the same style like me, the way I coach. Me, I love defense, man. So I say, if they open the fire, let's open the fire too. And we'll see now who is going to manage, you understand? Because what I prefer, conditional is number one. If we are in the same level, but if you open the fire, and they open the fire, it's only, maybe I'm going to win by half a point or 2 points because we're on the same level. But at the end, who is going to be consistent on that level? Because any one mistake, you're out. So that's what we did in that game. Also, in my part, I like to give players freedom on the offense. You understand? I don't want to limit the player on the offense. That's why you saw Noro was shooting. If you have a space, you just shoot because what you're looking for is basket. But play hard defense, go for transition. That's why you see it's like we score a lot of points in transition. Because if you allow other team to set, we are small. Because Mengok is a forward, is a power forward, it's not a center. And the T is playing like a 4, but T is a 3. You understand? Then number 3 was Nore. We are forced to play 3, but he's like a point guard and he's a 3-man at the same time. And number 2 was only Randall. So the team was really small when you see. So now we can't allow someone to set the defense. So what we do, play hard defense, just push the ball. When you are free, just shoot the ball. So there's a time I told my players, if Randall is on fire, give him the ball. You know, sometimes play the halves are, oh, let me shoot, let me do this. It happens, normal. But I told them in my meeting, you know, guys, if someone is free, and if you can do anything to win, but don't mess up on defense, but offense, you attempt, get more possession on the ball. So if someone's on fire, just give him the ball. Sometimes as head coach, you can't hold everything on your shoulders. There is like 2-3 departments, like Kenny, development, technical, for the player individual, and then there's James dealing with plays. But then overall, for me, even if you see the way I coach, I mix offense and the defense transition and offense at the same time. So after James, what he's doing a good job, because that's the key for our offense. We don't want to mix. If I'm going to hold everything, warm up, the plays is no. Let's now, James. Even we talked before, say, man, you focus on the plays, because already you started the practice for BL, and some of the players, they know your plays. So what we do, just continue from there. I have plays, but I say let's do a department. Okay, Ken, this is a department. Coach, this is a department. For me, I'm going to do overall. So wherever I coach, I normally mix transition offense, call the plays, then transition defense, do this. So for my practice is general from the coach Ken and coach James. So for the part of the offense, the one in charge for the offense is Coach James. So back to my team, RSSB. Now we have won the league. Then number 2, I have the program for the final in Rwanda for BAL, because I know it's going to be very hard. It's going to be very, very hard, because for our adjustment, it's going to be only 2 players. And nowadays basketball is on the top, not for the big, but because we have Mengok, we need someone to help Mengok. You understand? So, but on the top, we are going to be the same. And the other team, they are going to add on the top. So it's going to be very, very hard. So what we as a coach, what we're supposed to do, we're supposed to start early practice, number 1. Number 2, also we have to practice very hard intensity, because we are small. There's no changes on the top, only changes maybe on the center, and maybe power forward, because one Rwanda and one international. But from the top there's nothing. So it's going to be very hard, because it's easy other team to know who is number 1 and to know who is number 2, Naore and the Gray, who's number 3, T. Then maybe if we get a center, somebody can set maybe Mengok and the center. Maybe you can change a little bit, but it's going to be so hard. I can even feel it now. The good thing, when I was assistant coach, we faced something from Senegal. I remember 2022, I think, 2022. And we become number 1. We're number 1. Ray became number 1. I was assistant coach. So basketball was the same, but maybe this team can say scouting is the key. Let me be open. North team, they know how to scout. They are, because I heard about the Libyan team, maybe Monastir team, and team from Egypt and Tunisia. They know how to scout, because the same Monastir won the BAL final. The first time was a team from Tunisia. They won the first BAL. Then the Monastir won again, and then Angola. And then Libya. See, Libya, now those Libya, Tunisia, Egypt, they won all the time. On South, only one team. So northern team don't know how to scout, by the way. So that's the problem, maybe our weakness on this side. Maybe they have the good budget for the players. Maybe they have a good team who can scout well. But what you say, basketball is 5-on-5. No matter what, the way you scout is 5-on-5. You can sign a lot of players who are really good, but maybe you can fail to put those players together. You understand? And I can sign a few, but I can put these few players together. So it depends the way you coach and the way you talk to the players and to manage the team during the game. Every coach wants to win, because of course I want to win as a coach. And also I can say, because of the national, Rwanda, they really support us, by the way. The support was really I can say I appreciate by the I can say Minister of Sport, Federation, RSSB, National. They really support this team to go for the BL. That's number one. So the pressure is there because I really want to win. Like to give back again to the nation, because the way they spend, the way they time, with the team, the way also they are together. We had some meeting with the federation and the cabinet for the team. They are supporting the team 100% like that. So now, as a coach also, I want us to win as a team. You understand? That's the key, because you can't see the support like that and then you go like for fun. So I want to reach the final, number one, because when reaching the final, anything can happen, but the hardest game is going to be the first game to go for the semis, because that game you don't know that team. The team are going to meet maybe number 4 on that side. You don't know the level. They can change players. Maybe they can come and play well, because one day things happen during against Reg. We are number 1 in Senegal and we lost here in front of the boss. So I don't want that. I don't want that thing to happen again in my life, So now as a head coach, I need to prepare the team in high level, at least to win the first game in the BL, to go to the semis. Also, the semis is like a gamble too. It's the way you prepare the players. We had a meeting last week, even this week on Wednesday. We already agreed we could change 1 Rwandan and 1 international player. So maybe a center or a power forward, you have to change only those 2. You can have a home court, but if you're not prepared, it's nothing. Understand? Everything is preparation. Preparation. There's nothing preparation. When you prepare your team, you can feel it. You're going to win. You feel it. For me, that's why I coach. I can even tell you I'm going to win tomorrow, because the way I prepare my team, I can see is another level. That's me, the way I coach. And this happened to me a lot in the way, even in Rwanda, even in international level. I can tell my players tomorrow you're going to suffer. And they say, how, coach? Because the way I coach and I see the spirit of the team that week, not really good, I can tell you that today, Friday is going to be so hard to win. You understand? So, but when you have a preparation, as we said, maybe end of this month we might start the camp. We have like 3 months, which is really good, because other playing locally, they're training. So when the international players are going to come and we start earlier, minimum we need like 21 days preparation. Then from there you can see it, you can feel it as a coach. So you can have arena, home court, but we need to be ready.